And so honestly, I don't think Hamza really gets it. But let's go to the comment section. What do our subs think? Coach Greg, and today I'm responding to none other than Hamza. He's calling me out. And in case you don't know who this guy is, he actually has a channel devoted to helping young men become better men. In every way, both physically, mentally, spiritually, everything. And I do enjoy his videos. But, and of course there's a but, he says, and I quote, "Main gaining is a myth that'll keep you small forever. But it sells." Really? And so he really thinks that I simply preach about main gaining because I think that it'll sell and make more money? In fact, it does the exact opposite. Build muscle and lose fat at the same time appeals to the masses of Jeffries. It will keep you small forever. And so here's the truth. Let's first explain what main gaining is. Main gaining is when you keep the same body fat percentage. You don't gain fat, you don't lose it, you just maintain. It's maintained the same. And so you remain at a healthy weight. For most men, I preach 15% body fat, but for some who are genetically blessed, it's closer to 10. Some who aren't as fortunate, it's closer to 20. And this was backed up when I had a discussion with Mike Israetel, said, where's the ideal body fat percentage for most men? He said, somewhere between 10 and 20%. And when you're at that ideal percentage, let's go with 15%. Perhaps you have a little bit of abs. You look all right. You're pretty good. You're not shredded. You don't look like Tristan Lee. But you're healthy. When you're at that body fat percentage, you stay there. You don't bulk. You don't cut. You don't even need to lean bulk, although you can if you want. You main gain. And so say you're 20 years of age. You're 15% body fat. You're 150 pounds. You main gain 10 years later. You're 180 pounds. You're still 15%. You spent 10 years building muscle. You always felt good. You always looked good. You always had a positive look on yourself. You never went through the ups and downs, getting fluffy and then cutting, having to diet, having to go through all the turmoils and tribulations of crash dieting, bulking, lean bulk, all of that stuff. You just always live your life feeling healthy. So he says if you do that, it'll keep you small forever. Why is that? Does he not think you can't build muscle slowly over time? Does anyone actually think that the only way to build muscle is by going on a bulk or lean bulk? That you can't build muscle while keeping your body fat the same? Of course you can. And so, no, it won't keep you small forever. After all, even Jeff Nippard had made videos saying you can actually build muscle in a deficit. And no, it's not just if you're on PDs. You can build muscle in a deficit. And so he says it sells. Do you know what sells more? Telling people you need to bulk and then cut. And so in the end, which is better? Are you really going to build more muscle by bulking up and cutting rather than maintaining a healthy body fat? The answer is in the long run, no, you are not. Of course you can, and they're both going to build muscle, but one is not better than the other. Do the one that's better for you. Do the one that you want to do. If you enjoy bulking, cutting, bulk and cut. If you enjoy main gaining, main gain. The overall main difference is on your mental outlook. How do you feel about it? Can you accept gaining body fat? Do you enjoy going on a diet? Do you feel shitty when you're in a calorie deficit? Can you handle the mental anguish of looking in the mirror and seeing yourself get fluffier at some times, followed by getting leaner at other times? And so honestly, I don't think Hamza really gets it. But let's go to the comment section. What do our subs think? Mizael Tolvanen. Actually, main gaining doesn't mean you gain muscle and lose fat at the same time. It means the same thing as the lean bulk, where you gain muscle without gaining fat, or gaining at least fat as possible. At least that's what I've been told. And so this is the problem. People have no idea what they've been told. They have no idea what to think. Main gaining is not a lean bulk. In a lean bulk, you're actually gaining fat. You're hoping to gain mostly muscle, but you're not. You're also gaining fat. And so a lean bulk is the same thing as a bulk. You're eating extra calories to try to get bigger, but you're gaining extra fat, which inevitably will have to end in a cut. If you're main gaining, your body fat percentage, it's staying the same. If you're main gaining, your body fat percentage is going up, you're not main gaining, you're lean bulking or bulking. And if you're main gaining and you're getting shredded and have no energy and you're getting peeled, it's not main gaining, it's a cut. See, it's simple. Main-gaining often refers to lean bulking or a recomp diet. No, if you're lean bulking, you're not main-gaining. Lean bulking, your body fat percentage is going to go up. You're in a surplus, and it's not just muscle. If you are on a lean bulk and all you do is add muscle, you're main-gaining. You didn't lean bulk. When people are on a lean bulk, all good things come to an end. It's for a small period of time. They say, oh, I'm not going to eat that many extra calories, perhaps 250 or 500. That is a large surplus if you're only trying to build muscle. It takes 2,700 calories to build 1 pound of muscle. And so if you're building 1 pound of muscle a month, that's 12 pounds of muscle a year. Raise your hand if you would be satisfied if you put on 12 pounds of muscle this year. 2,700 calories it takes in a month. How much is that per day? Less than 100. And so if you're in a 250 to 500 calorie surplus, you are going to gain muscle and you're going to gain fat, hence not main gaining, but a lean bulk. Clearly better than a dirty bulk. Unless, of course, you're very shredded, you're a sumo wrestler, power lifter, and you need to gain a lot of fat quickly. Then a dirty bulk may in fact be the best course of action for you. Amit Ray, bro. But Jeff Nippard, who is science-based guy, says that building muscle and losing fat at the same time is possible. And you said that Jeff is a trustworthy YouTuber, right? I don't know, man. Sometimes you just call legit things Jeffery too. And so which is it, Hamza? You can't say, oh, you can't build muscle and lose fat at the same time and that main gaining doesn't make sense, while also saying that you like Jeff Nippard, who says you can do these things. Dylan J, very true. I tried to main gain for around a year. Bench press stayed at around 225 for literally 10 months. Yeah, what's your point? You could have bulked, gained a bunch of weight, and let's say your bench press went up to 250. Yay! But you got fatter. And then what's going to happen? You're going to have to go back on a cut. And then that 250 bench probably go back down to 225. And so then in the end, either way, you're at the same point. And so rather than blaming maintaining, which is when your body fat percentage remains the same, look at your programming, your training. Look at Olympic lifters and powerlifters. They can stay the same size year after year, yet they get stronger. The clean and jerk and snatch goes up year after year while staying in the same weight class. Perhaps it's a 132-pound female, and they clean and jerk 200 pounds. The next year, 210. Next year after that, 220, 230. They stay at 132, yet they get stronger. And why is that? Because they know what they're doing. They train harder than the last time. They progressive overload. And so rather than saying, oh, my bench press didn't go up, it's because I maintained. Think, maybe I didn't train harder than last time. Maybe I trained incorrectly. In 10 months, unless you're at your natural genetic limit, you should be able to add a couple pounds on your bench press while eating and main gaining. Don't blame main gaining. Blame the fact that you don't know what you're doing in the gym. Get a coach. Shihad Chowhuri. I cannot bulk because I'm not skinny fat. Like, I'm fat as heck. But I'm not giving up. I believe in myself and in my ability to get in shape. And so the guy is not skinny fat. He's fat, as in he's obese. Should he bulk? Should he be in a calorie surplus? He's already overweight. You don't need to force feed or eat in a surplus to build muscle, especially if you're already overweight. And so say this guy is 250 pounds and 35% body fat. Does he really need to eat in a calorie surplus to build muscle? He should bulk up a little bit, go to 40% and then cut? No. He's already bulked. He's 35%. What should he do? Eat in a small calorie deficit, get his body fat levels down, be at a healthy weight for him. Maybe it's 20%, probably not 15%. Guy has perhaps genetics to be a bit heavier, and then main gain. See how simple this is? Cat with a gun. Main gaining sounds a lot like body recomp. I heard it's a viable strategy when you're skinny fat. Just eat a little under your daily calorie needs and work out as normal. It's actually what I've been trying to do since I'm under the skinny fat category. And so here's the thing. Whether you're fat or skinny fat, what that means is your body fat is too high. For example, if you're at 25% body fat or higher, you don't need any more fat. You're already considered to be obese. This is for men. For women, it's over 33%. And so if you're skinny fat, for example, you're 5'6", 150 pounds, but you have fat all over and hardly any muscle. You don't need to eat in a calorie surplus. You shouldn't eat in a calorie surplus. You should, as this guy explained, eat in a small deficit Slowly lose the fat, keep training, and the muscle will slowly add on. Perhaps you stay at 150 pounds, but as you lose the fat, you're replacing it with muscle. And so over the years, you stay 150 pounds, but year after year, you get leaner and more muscular. And that would be body recomp, and that I would prefer you do rather than bulking and cutting. Remember, bulking is only beneficial if you want to increase your body fat percentage. Remember that. If your body fat percentage is too low, you need to bulk. That is the answer. If you already have too much fat, whether it's fat, skinny fat, any kind of fat that's too much fat, you don't need to bulk. Main gaining is for those of you who want to maintain the same body fat percentage. You're happy with how you look, and you don't have to track every single calorie. And so here's a problem. I've stated in the past, a 30-calorie daily surplus, probably enough for those looking to main gain, because 2,700 calories are needed to build 1 pound of muscle. And so just 30 calories a day, for the most part, for people who've been lifting for a few years, it's all you're going to need to actually build muscle. But you can't track that. We all know you can't track anything. Your labels lie. It's a nightmare. And so what do? You look in the friggin' mirror. You look in the mirror and you say to yourself, am I getting fatter? If you are, eat less. If you're getting too skinny, eat more. It's that simple. Not everyone can track every single calorie, especially to be accurate within 100 or 200 or 300. It's very difficult, but main gaining does not require you to do that. I do not track calories, have not tracked calories for several years. I just look in the mirror and I think, is this good? Yep, I keep doing what I'm doing. If I'm racing a bike that day, burning extra calories, probably going to eat more. If I don't race the bike, probably going to eat less. I don't track the calories. I look in the mirror. If I notice I'm increasing body fat or the scale's going up a bit too high, I think, well, I'm probably going to eat less junk, probably eat more popcorn, eat more meals from my friggin' cookbook. And so if you want to main gain and keep it simple, get my friggin' cookbook. Low-calorie, delicious meals for the big eater. Also, looking for a delicious and filling snack? The Seco Bars, 20 grams of protein, 15 grams of fiber. Quick and easy, on-the-go snack. Take it with you. Optimize your building of muscle. Looking for the Seco Bars? Code Greg, 10% off. Click the link in the description. Kabir Chaturji. Coach Greg's not going to be happy with this. Triple skulls. And yeah, not happy. When people misinterpret main gaining and don't understand what it really is, and they actually think that you need to bulk and cut to build muscle, that they don't go by the science that shows that you don't need to get fat to build muscle, that getting above 20% body fat has no benefit to building muscle, well, I get upset. Because the vast majority of people who are bulking, you're already fat. Yeah, I said it. If you're already above 20% body fat, you don't need to bulk. If you're over 25, you're already obese. And so if you're overweight and or obese, do you really think you need to bulk? Just because you're skinny fat doesn't mean you need a bunch of calories to get bigger. Main gaining is the way for many people. If you don't want to do it and you enjoy a lean bulk and a cut, then by all means, go ahead. But I'm here to tell you the reason I promote main gaining is not to make a bunch of money. It's because that's what I personally believe in. And what I personally believe in is what I'm going to tell you. If I thought bulking and cutting were better, I would say you should bulk and cut. But having yo-yo dieted for years, don't enjoy getting fatter and then cutting. It's much easier, better on the mind and body, and healthier to maintain a healthy body fat percentage. Because what people do, they watch a video and say, oh, I main gained, didn't build any muscle, I was 7%. It's not healthy. Single-digit body fat, not healthy, lowers testosterone levels. You should be at a healthy body fat percentage, and you can simply eat like a normal human being and build muscle slowly over the years. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please like the video if you liked it, subscribe, and click the bell button. Be the first to watch my videos. Comment for the algorithm. Watch the tube loops. Follow me on Instagram, Greg Doucette, IPU Pro. Remember, I do phone consults. You can get coaching plans by me and my team. Use code Greg, 10% off all supplements and so on. Click the link in the description, and until next time, I am out.